Well, shaping up to be another messy morning on our roads.
Yes, we are making sure that we've got you covered no matter where you are this morning. We have team coverage all around central Indiana with Matt, Alyssa, and Carlos hitting the roads. They will be sharing their live reports this morning so that you know exactly what to expect when you head out the door.
This is 13 Eyewitness News Sunrise.
Hey, good morning, folks. It's 6 o'clock. Let's just get you started with the weather. And it depends on where you are. Nothing, for the most part, is coming down hard. Light rain and drizzle in some parts of the area. We're getting snowflakes here downtown that are melting on contact. This is a look at the north side. We can't see the ground because a level of fog has formed near US 31 and 465 this morning. All right, let's go to live Doppler 13 radar. Again, very light snowflakes melting on impact for the most part. However, it's now getting a little bit heavier near Lawrence Central High School and Heritage Christian. You go up 231, Lebanon and Sheridan, seeing now their second round of very light snow during the day. I'm concerned that some of this is really going to freeze up on 421 near Frankfort and on I-65 between Lebanon and between Lafayette this morning. Also, Jamestown, I-74, that exit going into Fountain County, snow is falling. And look at the rain, not snow, but rain falling. Ellettsville, Bloomington, with some heavy pockets of rain right now in the southern part of Brown County. So it is one of those days, a winter weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock today. That includes our entire viewing area and the metro. Let's break down the forecast. This stuff is hanging around until the lunch hour. Today's high, 35 degrees when the kids are getting home from school. Lots to talk about in traffic, too. Mimi's in the traffic center. What's the latest, Mimi?
Well, good morning, Chuck. I'm starting to get concerned to the north. When we brought you an hour ago, we showed you the NDOT bridge sensors, and they are changing. Those temperatures are starting to drop to the north, as we just showed you, 31 degrees. Some of those temperatures even dropping less than that on those bridges and overpasses north of the Indianapolis area. As we bring it downtown right now, North Split, South Split, those bridges indicating about 35 degrees, so that is a good sign. I'm going to give you a live look in that area. This is 65 at Washington Street in between the South and the North Split. Traffic is moving just fine, but boy, you can see that road spray coming off. So right now this is just rain in the downtown area, and things are in good shape. Also, the good news right now, I just checked in with state police here locally. No accidents. We will try to keep it a nice, calm morning. But let's take it on south and go into Johnson County. We've got Carlos down on that side of town. Hi there.
Mimi, you could not describe the morning here on the south side better than nice, calm morning. It is nice and calm down here. You can see that we're in the mobile weather tracker. We've got all this amazing equipment, including the radar, which you can see right there. But maybe the best indication of what your commute's going to be like is if you look at the front windshield wiper. This is what your windshield is going to be looking like if you park outside. And look how easy it is to get that water off your windshield this morning. So not a lot of ice, not a lot of snow dealing with this morning here on the south side of town. You can see it's just kind of coming down nicely. The rain's coming down, but it's not exactly a freezing rain yet or even a snow. It might be a different story on the north side. That's where our Matt McCutcheon checks in. Matt, what are you seeing up there?
Well, good morning, too. We are live here in Hamilton County. I really understand why Chuck is pulling his hair out over this forecast, because the freezing precipitation we had now is kind of melting. It's kind of rain, as you can kind of see falling here around me this morning. So it's kind of like melting rain, if you will. Melting, freezing rain. That's not an official term I just came up with. A live look here at 69 and the exit there showing that conditions are moving pretty smoothly. That's, again, because this, even if it is freezing, is melting as soon as it hits impact. But to kind of show you just how much has been falling here within the past few minutes. I know when we joined you live a little bit ago, I showed you our windshield. Well, let's take a look at it one more time. You can see here we have the windshield wipers on, turned them off to sort of give you an idea of what's been falling. This right now just shy of 15 minutes here, so I've been timing it out to show you that that's the amount of precipitation that's fallen here within 15 minutes. So we are seeing it come down here. It's not quite freezing right now. It was earlier, so conditions really changed minute by minute here in Hamilton County. We, of course, will continue to be your eyes and ears here in Fishers this morning. But our live Snow Team 13 coverage continues now with our Alyssa Raymond showing us the conditions around Indianapolis. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt. Something is also falling from the sky here. We're along Keystone this morning here at the intersection of 62nd Street. And about an hour ago when we were in Broad Ripple, there was nothing happening. Now, same deal. We have this rain that's kind of freezing. It's definitely thicker than rain. You can see the streets here are wet. Doesn't look anything other than that, but now is a good time. This is what you need to do this morning. Put the rain hood up, and you need this morning because it's not snowing yet. So grab your umbrella and prepare for today. Other things might be a good idea to clear your sidewalks, remove snow from your fire hydrants, and keep your pets safe before this next storm comes in and you make your work even harder if you don't do all of this now. Ben, Julia, back to you in the studio.
All right. Good job by your crews there, kind of nailing it down of what you're seeing all over in different counties. Thanks, Alyssa.
It's all timing, temperature, and location, really. Here this morning at 6:05, Muncie police are investigating a deadly car crash from overnight. It happened on State Road 67 near County Road 450 North, around 11. We do know one person died and another was hurt, but police are not saying what caused the crash.
Well, President Trump might not be delivering a State of the Union address at the end of the month while Congress continues battling over the government shutdown. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is urging the president to postpone the address until the shutdown ends or submitted in writing. In Pelosi's letter, she says the main reason for the delay would be security concerns. Some operations of the Department of Homeland Security have been closed because of the shutdown, but the Homeland Security Secretary says the department is ready and prepared to provide security for the State of the Union. So far, the White House has not responded to the delay request.
We do want to tell you that at some point today, Governor Holcomb will have an announcement at the Indianapolis International Airport. We're told the governor is going to be joining state, city, and airport leaders this morning at 9 o'clock. Of course, we'll have a crew there for you at the airport, so be sure to check our WTHR app and right here on Eyewitness News and WTHR.com for the latest update from the governor.
Well, the new scam out there, and this one is targeting IPL and Duke Energy customers. It's threatening to turn off your electricity if you don't pay up.
And of course, with this winter weather we're expecting today and through the weekend, it could be scaring people into handing out some personal information to those scammers. So IPL and Duke Energy are reminding everybody that they do not require or recommend specific payment methods. And real employees calling about payments will have specific and accurate information about your billing account.
So if you do get one of these calls, hang up and call the company directly just to make sure you're not getting scammed. And if you think you might have given out your information to scammers, call police immediately. I got a new one yesterday, a phone call yesterday.
Oh, really?
And it was, you have 1 hour to call us and give us this kind of information, or we're shutting down all of your cell phone and your computers. So that was a new one. I hadn't heard that.
That was me. It was a test and you passed. I'm kidding. It wasn't. But yeah, good thing you knew it was a scam.
It sounded just like you.
I know. When you did the voice, the bravado, I thought,
exactly.
Surely that's me. You know, with these cold temperatures, too, that are outside, your home could be even for a higher risk of some damage.
Some of the biggest concerns every winter, frozen pipes. So to make sure your pipes are protected, disconnect any outside garden hoses. Consider using a valve to shut off any pipes leading to outside faucets.
Also, keep your thermostat set at the same temperature both day and night. Experts say turning down the heat when you go to bed can actually make your home even colder, with the dropping temperatures leading to those frozen pipes.
And finally, consider leaving your cabinet doors open to allow heat to reach any pipes under the bathroom or kitchen sink. And if you're going on vacation, ask a friend or a neighbor to come check on the house just to make sure the pipes don't freeze while you're gone. Now, really, we're not in that situation today, but Chuck's saying in the next couple of days when he's talking about that zero temperature or below zero temperature.
-10.
I
not
know.
even
I'm
zero.
trying not to think about
Yeah, that's the air temperature, too. Guess what the wind chills are?
No. 20 below?
No. Yeah, even colder. That's right. Alyssa's joining us now again. And Alyssa, one of the things we do have to deal with this time of year with snow or ice is safe driving.
Absolutely. And even though the roads just look wet right now is a perfect time to remind yourself those tips and refreshers about how to drive when it gets really bad out here. The messages from a driving instructor, plus a message from state police to all the knuckleheads that are out on the roads. We'll be right back.
We know there are plenty. Thanks, Alyssa. All right, I want to show you your top gas prices.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
Well.
I'm sitting right beside you.
That's rude. All right, so your prices this morning actually under $2, way under $2, $1.73. As always, you want to find those cheapest prices. Go to WTHR.com and click on the traffic tab.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Honda of Fishers.
Make 2019 your best year in a new 2019 Honda with one of these popular zero down payment leases from Honda of Fishers, or ask about a special deal on the model you've been wanting. Kick off the year with a 2019 Honda from Honda of Fishers.
At Value City Furniture, we know great moments deserve great furniture. Shop the winter sale now and get 20% off select styles, plus save $100 off every $1,000 you spend store-wide. Only at Value City Furniture.
Don Hines Ford's record December sales left us way overstocked with local trades. Pre-owned, overstock, alert, zero down deliveries on Ford, Chevys, Jeeps, Nissans, and more. Just $5,500 or zero down, $179 a month.
They've all got to go.
Certified pre-owned F-150s, Explorers, Escapes, Fusions, and more. Like new, low mileage, save thousands. Buy from $13,795 or zero down, $245 a month.
Honey, come here. Look at the price on this one.
Pre-owned, overstock alert through Saturday only.
Don Hines Ford, 126th Street, State Road 37 in Fishers.
In the heart of central Indiana, Johnson County is growing because our people have vision. Johnson Memorial Health is growing too. In 2020, we're opening a new emergency outpatient services building that will change Johnson County healthcare forever. Easier access, shorter wait times, and state-of-the-art care you've come to expect from the county's only full-service hospital. We see the future of healthcare in Johnson County, and our vision is 2020. Johnson Memorial Health.
Discover, Plan, Do, the Indianapolis Home Show, January 18th through 27th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, presented by EverDry Waterproofing. With hundreds of experts all under one roof, this is the place to find great deals, new ideas, and practical advice. Explore the Centerpiece Home built by Davis Homes. Plus, get design ideas from Vern Yip of TLC's Trading Spaces. From kitchens and baths to landscaping and more, the Indianapolis Home Show, January 18th through 27th. Buy tickets online and save at IndianapolisHomeshow.com.
My financial partner, it's IMCU, Indiana Members Credit Union. They offer the commercial services our practice needs, like a line of credit, equipment financing, and corporate credit cards. But what really matters to me is I can pick up the phone and talk to a live person that actually knows me and understands our business. We get the personal service we can count on with IMCU,
Indiana Members Credit Union.
We know what comfort means to you. That's why we offer name brand mattresses like Serta and Beautyrest. Because a great day begins with a great night's sleep. Only at Value City Furniture.
Now is the time to get a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle at Honda of Fishers. With all our recent trade-ins, we have a large selection of quality used and certified pre-owned Hondas. Check out our website to view our inventory and visit for a test drive at Honda of Fishers.
Good morning, 6:13 on your Thursday as traffic picks up. Not quite at rush hour yet, but we're covering all of the areas across central Indiana because where you are can really determine what you see. You know, and speaking of driving, a lot of us get a little nervous, Julia. It's one thing to drive in snow, but especially when it's ice, it changes the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was telling you on Monday when we had some rough conditions, because really we've had rough conditions all week, every single day. And I passed 3 accidents that had just happened on 465. So then I was like this. I mean, I was so scared because there was so much black ice. So you got to be careful.
So, see, Alyssa's going to give you a tip that you need to know. Don't white knuckle it, folks. That's the thing. Don't grip the steering wheel tighter. We're going to talk about defensive driving tips. Alyssa is standing by with more. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Practice, practice, practice. That's the message. And as it's raining here, this freezing rain, you might be thinking, oh, where can I practice? All the roads are clear. Just find a parking lot, maybe like this one that hasn't been cleared, so you can get an idea of exactly what your car does when it's icy out. So you might remember last month we did this weather special, and our Lindsay Monroe did a practice round with a driving school. So she hooked up with the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy, and they just do a defensive driving class. And during this class, the instructor talked about some of the things that you need to keep in mind. So as you're practicing, keep reminding yourself to stay calm. Just relax your grip. If you're starting to feel yourself slip a little bit, they do suggest, at least this instructor says, to tap the brake. Caution around corners is another thing that you need to keep in mind. And then they said you have to correct the front wheels first, because if you don't do that, there's no way that you're going to get control of your back tires. Now, we were talking about knuckleheads this morning. I mentioned this before we went to the commercial break. Sergeant John Perrine, famous for this hashtag. So this morning he tweeted out, "All right, folks, you've had 3 days of practice." There's that key word again, practice, this week driving in winter weather. So he says with his emojis, it's coming. It's quite simple. Here's our checklist now from Sergeant Perrine. Leave early, slow down, give yourself space between the car in front of you. That's what that emoji means. And, you know, put your phone down, keep your eyes looking up, be patient with other drivers. And finally, hashtag don't drive like a knucklehead. So he says he's feeling optimistic. If we just followed these things, we should all stay safe. Mimi, how are things looking out there from your view?
Well, you got to love Sergeant Perrine. He puts it out there and tells it like it is, and that's what I like about him. Speaking of the north, let's go up to the city's north side. Just in the past hour or so, we've been seeing these NDOT bridge sensors. The temperatures are dropping. So that starts to concern me, especially for your travel there along US 31, those bridges, overpasses, moving down towards State Road 32. That one always seems to get a little tricky when we start getting these icy conditions. In fact, I'm seeing a little caution there right now over that bridge at State Road 32, a little slowing at that location. So let's go live up to US 31. This is coming out of Sheridan area, Atlanta, moving down US 31, southbound traffic. And this does seem like the speeds may be a little reduced at this location, and probably a good idea just to adjust those driving conditions. And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated as we send it back into check now.
Okay, thanks very much, Mimi. Wow, what a day we have out there. This is a look at live Doppler 13 radar. Want to call your attention to the bottom of your screen. We have a lot of school delays now. Most recently added Brebeuf and Cathedral here in town. And by the way, if you have small children, again, this will be the 4th day in a row for some of you that you're going to have to find child care until school starts. Gosport, Ellettsville, Bloomington, you folks are seeing rain. You go a little bit farther east, that turns into a little bit of wet snow from Columbus, Edinburgh, Franklin, and Greenwood. But again, this is very light. It's starting to pick up in intensity in Carmel and Noblesville, this snow, and you go up 31, I-65, you're running into this until about Rensselaer on 65, and this has all been moving in from the west. Now, as far as the day is concerned, we're seeing some of these snowflakes, as soon as they hit the ground, they melt, and that's the case here at Plainfield right now. Currently, we're at 32. 7 a.m. 32, 9 o'clock 32. So that makes that for that wintry mix. You can have snow, usually will not accumulate in this type of situation, or not accumulate too much anyway. And then later this afternoon, it's all rain as we top out at 35. Tonight, the Pacers host the 76ers. Pacers are on a roll. And you'll be okay if you head out to the game tonight, because we'll shut the faucet off before that game starts. All right, let's show you what the day looks like. And our computer models have changed somewhat just in the past half hour. In fact, we're calling for much more rain than we are snow. This is at 11 o'clock with the only snow in our area around Marion. Everybody else gets light rain and drizzle, but it's really gross and nasty out there. By the time we get to about 2:30 and 3, as schools are dismissing, here we go with rain from Indianapolis east and south all the way to Louisville. Then I think that's it. Friday looks pretty good. Cloudy skies. Will be running 4 or 5 degrees above average for this time of year. Let's bring in the snow. This is 4:30 Friday afternoon into the Chicago area and the toll road. As we move into Saturday at 3 o'clock in the morning, snow starts to move in from Champaign to Indianapolis. This will roll through the morning. This is at about 12:30. Bloomington gets rain. Indy, heavy snow along the I-70 corridor. And this is going to stick with us throughout the evening. This is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, probably around 10 o'clock. This is going to depart, and really cold air punches in. Now, a band of heavy snow will be on the I-70 corridor with dangerous travel on Saturday. We think much less snow to the south. And we want to remind you that coming up today at noon, We're going to talk more about this. We'll have our first snow map. I do think we're talking about considerable snow for Indianapolis. That'll be at noon, not only at WTHR, but WTHR.com and all of our social platforms. And then this cold air punches in. Here we go with the forecast. 35 today, 34 tomorrow. The winter storm is Saturday with heavy snow likely during the day. 14 Sunday, 10 below Monday morning with the wind chill -20 to -30. I'll be on live with Jim, Deb, and Kevin in just a few minutes, Ben and Julian.
All right, sounds good. I don't mind the snow. I think people will be on board with that. It's 10 degrees below.
-10.
Yes.
Not even 10.
Yeah.
-10. That's crazy, right? Matt McCutcheon's been live for us in Hamilton County, checking out conditions around the Fishers area. Matt, good morning.
Ben and Julia, good morning to you. The precipitation is moving in here in Hamilton County in Fishers now as we hover right around freezing, even below freezing in some parts. So what is this doing for your morning commute? We're going to check in not just here in Hamilton County, but our crews are fanned out all across central Indiana, blanketing you with live team coverage next on Sunrise.
Ray Skillman Kia. Get 0% for 63 months on a new Kia Sorento, Sportage, or Soul. Or drive a 19 Optima LX for $159 a month at 3 great locations or at RaySkillmanKia.com.
Meet Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickle Saturday during Blackhawks night with the Indy Fuel. Buy tickets today at IndyFuelHockey.com. Fuel Hockey, 5 years of affordable family fun.
There are certain decisions you make in life that come down to trust and to feel good about those decisions. You make them with people you found to be trustworthy. At Williams Comfort Air, we know that choosing a heating and cooling system for your home is one of those decisions. So we do everything we can to make you feel good about it, like guaranteeing every job we do will be done right. So when you need to make a decision, turn to the experts you trust at Williams Comfort Air.
A primary care doctor who not only listens to what your body is saying, but to what you are saying. That's exceptional care. A liaison who arranges an entire care team to help with diet, exercise, and prescriptions. That's simply delivered. A health network that actually had the beautiful idea to bring them both together. That's community. That's exceptional care, simply delivered.
This week through Saturday, get your new Toyota at Butler Toyota at Butler employee pricing. New RAV4s up to $4,900 off or just $269 a month. And you'll get the most for your trade-in from the best auto dealer in Indianapolis, Butler Toyota.
We all love a clean house, but if your current cleaner seems to be cutting corners, call MaidPro.
We have a quality assurance guarantee. If you're not pleased, we'll re-clean the next day free.
Our MaidPro rates start as low as $74.
Call us now for your free estimate.
We decided to go with Bathfitter after doing a lot of research.
Yeah, we loved how they could install a new tub right over the old one without tearing our bathroom apart.
Yeah, what we didn't expect was to be blown away by the quality. And that's what happened. They showed up in the morning, and by the end of the day, we had this absolutely beautiful new bathtub. It was better than we could have even imagined.
And it's guaranteed for life.
I actually love our bathroom now.
Book your free in-home consultation today. Call or visit bathfitter.com.
Meet Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickle Saturday during Blackhawks night with the Indy Fuel. Buy tickets today at IndyFuelHockey.com. Fuel Hockey, 5 years of affordable family fun.
Ray Skillman Kia. Get 0% for 63 months on a new Kia Sorento, Sportage, or Soul. Or drive a 19 Optima LX for $159 a month at 3 great locations or at RaySkillmanKia.com.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Sunrise. It is 6:23. Live pictures from Sharpsville at Tri-Central School. So near the Kokomo area, you can see the snow coming down and covering the ground there in parts of that Sharpsville area. And you folks in Tipton County and Howard County are seeing this. Let's zoom in on live Doppler 13 radar. All rain, Bloomington over towards Gosport. A little bit of very wet snow near Columbus on I-65. You go north, and this is all just, again, very light snow with basically the flakes melting as soon as they hit the surface. Carmel, Noblesville, Fishers, Cicero, you're seeing that. In fact, Matt's in Cicero or in Fishers right now, right, Matt? What's going on there?
Good morning, Chuck. Exactly right. We're here in Hamilton County and Fishers, where you can see the precipitation continues around me. And really what's so tricky about this is because it has a crunch when it falls, right, which makes you believe it's freezing. It's going to make the roads pretty nasty, right? Well, the live Doppler 13 weather app shows the story of the temperature here, 32 degrees. This is a free download in your app store that really lets you know what you're seeing all around you. Because it is just at 32 degrees, you can see it melts here in this parking lot. But bridges and overpasses, that'll be a bit of a concern. A live look right here at 116th Street, right at Commercial Road. It is good. It is moving smoothly right here with traffic continuing to move here in this area. But of course, the concern is as those temperatures drop here throughout the day, and of course, what comes in this weekend. So we're going to continue to watch things up here in Hamilton County. And we know that's just one part of the weather story all across central Indiana, because a couple of miles can make a world of difference. Let's head inside now with Mimi Pierce for the latest on traffic conditions all around the area.
Despite those varying road conditions right now, we are off to a calm start. No major accidents. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated. Let you know if something pops up that's going to slow your trip when sunrise continues.
Capital City Ford. Now, through the end of January, you could save over $14,000 on a new Ford F-150. Get a new Ford truck for just $216 a month. Over 150 trucks in stock. Capital City Ford and CapitalCityFord.com.
This holiday weekend at Kittles, get extreme savings store-wide or pay 0% interest for 4 years. You'll find savings like this comfortable leather dual-power reclining sofa, now only $14.99. This holiday weekend, only at Kittles.
Does your basement have an attitude problem?
Okay, I admit it. I'm damp and I stink. Oh, what you gonna do about it?
EverDry Waterproofing can give you your basement back. Call now for a free in-home inspection, and we'll help transform your wet, musty basement into the room of your dreams. And right now, get the Easy Breathe Home Ventilation System, a $1,500 value free. EverDry Waterproofing and Easy Breathe, giving your entire house a better attitude.
I gotta make an appointment for a full body peel.
Tee it up at the Indy Golf Expo, January 18th through 20th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Get free golf and more while they last. Don't miss our huge product sales on the biggest names in golf. Info at ingolfexpo.com.
With our laser-measured floor liners, no-drill mud flaps, cargo liner, a bump step, and even seat protectors, WeatherTech has everything you need to keep winter out of your vehicle. Order today at WeatherTech.com. Made right in America.
At Hendricks Digital Health, we have a great team. We have physicians who are exceptional in sports medicine, physical therapists and athletic trainers.
Physical therapy plays a huge role in what I do.
And we collaborate back and forth. There's a true connection between the patient and the therapist and the patient and the physician. To see them succeed pain-free, it's a privilege to help them achieve that.
At Hendricks, we always have the patient's best interest in mind.
Breathe deep. Dig deep. You can do it. Request an appointment today.
Right now at Kittles Mattress Max, inside every Kittles store. Get year-end closeout savings up to 30% off. Select mattress sets by Serta, Beauty Rest, Restonic, and more while supplies last. Only at Kittles Mattress Max.
The ball has dropped, and so have our prices at Andy Moore Toyota in Avon. Shop hundreds of new Toyotas with New Year's savings like these.
Right now, lease a new 2019 Corolla for just $99 a month. Lease a new 2019 Camry for only $129 a month. Or get 1.9 APR financing options.
So visit us today at Andy Moore Toyota, where more means more selection and more for your money.
We have what you're looking for at Andy Moore Toyota in Avon.
Start off your year in a new Andy Moore Toyota.
They've reported from around the world and from America's home.
They were prepared to take bin Laden alive.
Covered wars, and they bring all of this to every story that breaks and every story that touches your heart.
Welcome to Today. Thanks for joining.
This is 13 Eyewitness News Sunrise.
Sunrise, Carlos Diaz coming to you live from Greenwood. As you see, the storm system is coming to Indianapolis. It's moved in the last few hours, but right now here in Greenwood, we're not looking at too much of a bad weather condition. The ground right now, you see the rain kind of coming down, but the ground not too slick right here. Good traction on the ground right now. This is not freezing rain at this time. You can see we're here at the corner of US 31 and Smith Valley Road. The traffic is moving just nice. It's kind of it's a cold rain, but not a freezing rain as of yet. that. Chuck, what are you seeing on the radar?
Well, that's absolutely right, Carlos. In fact, some of you now are seeing decreased visibility with this storm. Good morning. It's 6:29. Welcome to Sunrise. This is a look at our visibility readings. US 31 between Carmel and Kokomo. Visibility down to about a mile to a mile and a half. So keep that in mind. And you can see this is 31, 465. The fog starting to drop right at that location. Here's Doppler 13 radar. As Carlos mentioned, they've got rain there. Some of you around Carmel and Noblesville are seeing this very light snow that in some cases is freezing. We just had a report from Kelly Green from her husband, says, hey, this stuff's icing up on my newspaper when I went out to get it. And this goes up towards Lapel, the heavier bank of snow this morning. So just be careful out there. I do think as long as we're at freezing or below, we're pretty much freezing or above, we're okay. But we still have this winter weather advisory because we have a number of slick spots in some of these county roads. That's why we have so many school delays this morning. They're crawling at the bottom of your screen. Winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock. That's for not just the metro area, but most of our viewing area today from Muncie all the way down to just north of Bloomington. 32 at 8 and 10. So again, this wintry mix is in play of snow in some cases, freezing drizzle in some cases, and south of Indy, mainly rain. A high of 35. Ben and Julia, we still have a winter storm on the way Saturday. Almost forgot about it, didn't I? We'll have more on that for you in a few minutes.
How could we, though? That's going to pose a whole host of other issues coming up this weekend, but we're focused on this morning because I think there are still tricky spots out there when people start heading to work and school, don't you think?
And it's starting to pick up out there, getting a little bit busier. Mimi has been keeping an eye on things, and she joins us with a check first off on the south side here, Mimi.
Yeah, Julia, pretty peaceful right now. Really want to try to keep it this way, but again, varying road conditions for the most part. We're just seeing rain and mist right now. This is traffic. You're looking at northbound 65. Those taillights headed onto the city into the south split underneath on 465. Traffic is moving at speed, so take it easy. Plenty of space between you and the car in front of you. As we take it down to the city south side, you can see these varying road conditions, but right now I like seeing a lot of green on these major interstates. That means that traffic is moving smoothly. No major issues, no major accidents right now. A very good sign despite these changing conditions. As we take you up into the north split here this morning, inbound 70, I-65, this is where they all come together in the downtown inner loop, and you're looking at live traffic inbound 70, northbound 65. Right now, despite that it is starting to build, we are in good shape and still keeping it accident-free. Ben and Julia.
All right, Mimi, thank you.
45 schools right now on our delay list. Again, as Chuck mentioned, those are at the bottom of your screen and on WTHR.com. And this is why we have our crews spread all around central Indiana. Matt's in Hamilton County and Fishers for us. Alyssa here in Marion County in the Indy Metro. And Carlos, of course, on the south side there in Johnson County.
So different areas seeing different things. Carlos joins us first here to see what problems there. And you said, really, Carlos, it's not freezing there just yet.
No, and not too many problems here on the south side, Julia. You can see this is US 31 and Smith Valley Road right over here, and you can see traffic moving just nicely through this intersection that has just been redone a few months ago. Traffic moving smoothly through there. We are getting rain, a little more rain than we were about an hour ago, but if you look on the 13 mobile tracker, the storm tracker, we see the system is in. I just talked to my old journalism teacher from Greenwood High School, Susan Edwards. She drove down from the northwest side. She said it was bad on the north side, worse when she got near the airport, but when she got near 67 on 465, it started to let up, and when she got to Greenwood, things were looking okay. Speaking of the north side, let's go up to Matt McCutcheon. He's up on the north side right now, where things are a little dicier, right, Matt?
Good morning to you here in Hamilton County. It's definitely coming down. There's a crunch to it when it comes down, but it kind of seems to be melting on contact. That's making roads right here in Hamilton County and Fishers at 116th Street and Commercial Road a little wet. You can see crews are out there, those flashing lights. We have definitely noticed a lot of those plows coming out, but there's not really anything to plow down, but there are putting some salt down conditions. As we take a look here at our ramp, you can see there's another salt plow right there nearing I-69. The good news is 69 is smooth sailing here in this area. Just the roads are wet. I want to draw your attention there up to that street light that you can see. The precipitation is definitely falling, but again, while there's a bit of a crunch to it, it does seem to melt relatively easily, so that is some good news. This isn't a nasty, real freezing story, and that's because we're right here above freezing. But to sort of give you an idea of just how much it's falling, you might be able to see this window. I cleared this window a few minutes ago, and right now you can see we've definitely got that rain that is on there again. Not ice, not a glaze, but some rain, and this has been accumulating right here on this window for just about 5 minutes and 18 seconds. So you can see we are definitely seeing precipitation. So basically, roads are wet up here. Bridges and overpass will be a concern. Allow yourself extra time. This was Hamilton County does have a yellow travel advisory. Of course, that's just one part of the overall weather story here on this very busy Thursday morning. Let's head down into Marion County to see how your commute is going with our team coverage continuing this morning with Alyssa Raymond. Good morning.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning. Out here in Indianapolis, just a light rain at this time. We're along Keystone this morning here at 62nd Street. Roads just look wet at this point. Traffic just moving by this morning. No one seems to be taking any precautions. It seems like they're all going the same speed that they would feel that they would do any other day. Sergeant Perrine with State Police keeps tweeting out about some tips and reminders for drivers as things pick up. Maybe get a little icy this morning if you hit some black ice. You know, brake easy, brake early, give yourself some extra space, and of course, stay calm. Don't grip the steering wheel because that's just going to get you in a bigger predicament. Lastly, he has some fun with it, but in all seriousness, he says, don't drive like a knucklehead. Ben, Julia, back to you in the studio.
It's not just you have to look out for, but the drivers all around you as well. Alyssa, some great points. Thank you very much.
Well, switching gears here this morning, some breaking news after an overnight house fire right on the border of Indianapolis and Lawrence. It happened near Pendleton Pike and Post Road just before 2 a.m. this morning. Firefighters say a 70-year-old man was smoking in his bedroom when he fell asleep. A roommate walked in and says his mattress was on fire.
And that fire was mostly contained to that bedroom where the mattress was, so there wasn't much damage to the outside of that home. But we're told this 70-year-old was taken to the hospital in serious condition after going into cardiac arrest twice. The other people inside the home were able to get out okay.
Today, Citizens Energy Group customers have a chance to share their thoughts on the company's proposed rate hike. The proposal would raise sewer rates in 3 phases between now and 2021. Today's meeting is at 6 at the New Augusta Public Academy. You will be able to share comments with a state agency representing customers' interests, but they will not be able to answer questions that you might have for them.
It is 6:36 on your Thursday. By now, you've probably seen that 10-year challenge going viral on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yes, it's all over our feeds
all the
right
rage.
now. It is all the rage. So while the trend seems harmless enough, there are some growing concerns in the tech world that it could be giving up more personal data than we realize. So a new article posted to Weird.com is exposed. Oh, Wired. Yeah. Why did I say weird?
You wanted to?
I wanted to. So I'm going to keep. No, I'm just kidding. So Wired.com is exposing a potential dark underside to this trend. So the op-ed claims the photo sharing challenge could be collecting your data to help train facial recognition and artificial intelligence.
I just had to go to Weird.com to see what it was.
So what comes up?
It says it can't be reached. Maybe it's not a website. All right, the article on Wired.com getting some mixed reviews, though, with some calling this an overreaction. But the author stands by the claim. She says she mainly wants more transparency with how our online data is used so we can make informed decisions about what not to share. We had a passionate argument about this in our newsroom the other day with a trusted colleague, who I shall not name, who's very smart, by the way. And he did say that he had read this, and he does believe that this is a thing, that even though like Facebook kind of started this so they could collect this data.
Yeah, I kind of made fun of him, and then he explained it. And
Now, how do you
we all
feel?
were going, oh, that makes sense.
Now it feels weird, doesn't it? You hate to think about this, but perhaps there is some sort of collective thing that they're wanting to do by making it this fun challenge that everybody can get behind.
I personally didn't want to look back 10 years, so I didn't do the challenge.
It'd be great. I did. See, I got sucked into the internet. It's not good.
I know. All right. Well, we're all getting kind of sucked into this weather this morning, whether we like it or not.
Cool
Chuck,
transition.
I know. Sorry. Chuck.
Yeah, we do have 45 school delays. They're crawling there at the bottom of your screen and at WTHR.com. A little snow, a little rain, and a little wintry mix. It's all together. And do you know why? Because the 97th annual Indianapolis Home Show is starting. I'll explain the link coming up.
And Chuck, if you're thinking about getting some donuts and some coffee on your way into work today, I'm going to tell you what it's looking like here on the south side. As Chuck pointed out, we've got weather to deal with this morning. How bad is it? We've got a live report from Johnson County coming up next, right here on Sunrise.
Race Gilman Mitsubishi. Get 0% for 72 months on an Eclipse Cross plus $1,000 cash back. Or get $4,500 off a new Outlander at 3 great locations, south, east, and west, or at racegilmanmitsubishi.com.
At Donato's, when we say we give you choices, we're talking choices for days, meats, and cheeses, and veggies, like a bajillion possible combinations. Yep, that's a lot of choices. Say it, Jane.
Donato's, every piece is important.
It's crazy to have to be bundled up in a sweater and a blanket in your own home. If your walls look like this, or this, instead of this, it's costing you a fortune to heat, and you need USA Insulation. This works because it's foam insulated. Our foam works the same way. It keeps your costly heat in and the cool out. Call today and get $500 off a whole house insulation package.
USA Insulation.
Karate has taught me to be more confident in myself. I get that same confidence with a master's from Indiana Wesleyan University. Being confident makes me shine brighter.
Shine brighter with a little help from Indiana Wesleyan University.
Race Gilman Mitsubishi. Get 0% for 72 months on an Eclipse Cross plus $1,000 cash back. Or get $4,500 off a new Outlander at 3 great locations, south, east, and west, or at racegilmanmitsubishi.com.
We have it all this morning. Freezing drizzle, snow, fog, and eventually today a high in the mid-30s, so this will turn to rain. Boy, it gets cold. 14 degrees Sunday, 18 Monday. We're back in minutes.
Shop from more than 1,200 flooring styles in stock and save over 50% every day at Floors to Your Home. Now through Saturday, get 3 rooms of waterproof flooring for only $649. Who saves you over 50% on top quality flooring? Floors to Your Home, that too.
At Citizens Energy Group, we're inspired to share home heating safety tips because your safety is our top priority. Test smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors, changing the batteries at least once a year. And make sure there's one on every floor of your home. Open ovens can lead to carbon monoxide buildup. Never use an oven to heat your home. Space heaters can be a fire hazard. Be sure they're at least 3 feet away from walls and furniture. Be safe this winter and find more tips at citizensenergygroup.com.
Shop from more than 1,200 flooring styles in stock and save over 50% every day at Floors to Your Home. Now through Saturday, get 3 rooms of laminate with pad, only $349. Who saves you over 50% on top quality flooring? Floors to Your Home, that too.
Don Hines Ford's record December sales left us way overstocked with local trades. Pre-owned overstock alert. 0 down delivers on Ford, Chevys, Jeeps, Nissans, and more. Just $5,500 or 0 down $179 a month.
They've all got to go.
Certified pre-owned F-150s, Explorers, Escapes, Fusions, and more. Like new, low mileage, save thousands. Buy from $13,795 or 0 down $245 a month.
Honey, come here. Look at the price on this one.
Pre-owned overstock alert through Saturday only.
Don Hines Ford, 126th Street, State Road 37 in Fishers.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Carlos Diaz coming to you live from Johnson County, Greenwood to be specific, and we're here at the Dunkin' Donuts. You can see over here US 31 and Smith Valley Road. Things are moving pretty nicely as you kind of come out to this area over here. That weather system that was coming in, it's just kind of raining here on the side. It's cold rain, but it's not freezing rain. Let's bring in Becky right here. She is, where'd you drive from this morning?
Morgan County.
So you drove in from Morgan County. You got your 2 great grandkids in the back, or excuse me, beautiful grandkids, not great grandkids. What were the driving conditions coming up to Greenwood from Morgan County?
Just misty, not bad at all.
Okay.
Roads are a little wet.
Did you leave any earlier than you thought you'd have to?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yesterday, were you out yesterday? Because yesterday it seemed it was slicker than it was this morning.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yep.
And so just today, it's just the windshield wipers on, not having to worry about too much of the driving conditions here on the south side.
No, just watch what people are doing. You know, just drive your normal thing, but just keep your head about you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Keep your head. See, that's the words to go by this morning. Keep your head about you. And by the way, I just want to come here and show Becky's bumper sticker right here. This is great. Silly boys, trucks are for girls. I like that right there. That's a great bumper bumper sticker, and it's a great way to wrap up this morning. Let's go back to the studio right now, guys, because things are looking pretty good on here on the south side. Guys?
I will take that. Good news. I love that. And very nice of her to speak with us there this morning. And good news, of course, if you're traveling, at least on the south side, if you're leaving right now.
And so nice of Carlos to go into that Dunkin' Donuts in a few minutes and get the whole crew some donuts to bring back.
No pressure.
And Carlos. All right. Well, with the potential for those slick roads and the freezing drizzle this morning, that make sure that you do have that Live Doppler 13 weather app. It's really helpful.
It is. And Angela Buckman showing us some ways you can personalize it to help track any snow or rain that's heading your way today through the weekend.
We're going to choose the location device. This is where you can add certain locations. You can choose your current location. You could choose your kid's school. You could choose your work. Add them all here. Make sure the alerts are on, and then you will get alerts for both locations. Interactive radar is great too because you can zoom all the way out to see what's coming your way and put this into motion by hitting the play button at the bottom left of the screen, and this will show you the movement of the rain and snow that might be moving in. I also like one other feature on the interactive radar. So we're going to go back to the top right and choose the layer setting. You can actually go to future radar because a lot of people want to know, all right, I see what's happening now, but when is it going to get to my house? With the future radar feature, you can do the same thing. Push play at the bottom left, and it's going to basically give you Future Track 13 on the go. And it's going to show you what will move your way over the next 24 hours. An important feature this time of year when the weather conditions can change so rapidly.
Angela, thanks. So nice of you to come in 7 hours early to talk about the WTHR weather app. Don't forget, you can also keep track of the latest forecast blogs and interactive radar on WTHR.com.
So it sounds like, Chuck, our reporters are based in locations that's just seeing the rain right now, but
except for Matt, you know, and he's getting the snow. That's in Hamilton County, it's a little crunchy there. And the farther north you go, the worse it is. There's no question about that. And you know, something very odd. I've always said that when this particular event starts, it's the worst winter weather that we have, and that's the Indianapolis Home Show. It's the 97th. Right. I'm going to be there for the ribbon cutting tonight at 5 o'clock, and then it'll start throughout the weekend. And yes, the weather will be awful, which will drive you to the home show. Yeah. Right now, we're driving you to Live Doppler 13 radar. And when you see radar like this with this very light blue, it's always a little bit deceptive because the lighter the blue, the less the snow. And so we're just seeing this very light stuff that basically melts on impact. It's a little bit different on the corridor from Noblesville over to Anderson, where you guys are seeing some snowflakes, especially from Lapel over to Anderson, from Sheridan on north to Frankfort. This is the area I'm most concerned about. I'm with Mimi. I don't like this 421 and 65 in this area. It gets really slick really fast, so be careful. And remember, to the south, as that lady was telling Carlos, it's all rain and mist this morning. Here's some snowflakes falling at Plainfield just west of the airport right now. As we go through the day, we're right around the freezing mark all morning, but then things change. By 1 o'clock, 35 degrees. We'll stay in the mid-30s all afternoon, and I do think we're going to shut the faucet off, which would be all rain, probably about the time the kids are coming home from school today. Now, we have a big storm on the way for Saturday. It's going to snow all day long Saturday. We're going to have complete details for you today at noon, and Kelly is going to take your questions on our WTHR Facebook Live at, let me see, what's that say, 7:30. So 7:30 this morning. Heavy snow, freezing rain, sleet and rain, all will fall on Saturday. The heaviest snow bands, we're setting those up right now. We do believe, and I'll tell you this, that it'll be right along the I-70 corridor. Now, this is what things look like this morning. This is at 9:30. That wet snow's going to end. It'll be all rain from 11:30 to maybe 1:30. And then when the kids are exiting school later today, we'll shut that off. So if you're driving the kiddos to practice or something later, or picking them up later on this evening, you're good. All right, let's take you to Friday. We start out dry and we stay dry all day long Friday. If you have snow that you need to shovel off of sidewalks, I'd say do it tomorrow, because here comes more snow in on Saturday. This is midnight, right along the toll road. As we then drive this into 6 o'clock in the morning, and Lindsay will be here with you on Sunrise on Saturday. It's still from Lafayette to Kokomo. I think this starts to move in, as you can see, around 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Now, to the south, this is a rain-snow event and maybe freezing rain from Bedford to Seymour. These computer models are changing. There's a reason why. When you get an app that tells you 4 or 5 days out that you're getting 20 inches of snow, you don't believe that stuff because we analyze this, and as it gets closer, those numbers traditionally go down, and the models all change, and that's what's happening this morning. This is noon on Saturday. Heavy snow in Indy, freezing rain Columbus to Seymour. This is 1:30 on Saturday. The snow continues. We'll see about an hour break so you can go and shovel, and then from 3:30 to 8:30, more snow is going to fall, so think about it. From about 10 in the morning till 9 at night, we have snow that will fall for the most part pretty solidly that whole time. That's a long time to get that snow down on the ground and accumulate, and I think it will. I do think that the heaviest band could be right along I-70. 35 degrees for a high today, 28 tonight. We're dry tomorrow, and then on Saturday, we've got a winter storm that will move in all day long. We're going to get this snow, and look what happens. Once the storm moves out, we drop to 5, 14 Sunday, and 10 below zero on Monday morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Al Roker, and we are tracking a powerful winter storm. It starts in the West Coast and makes its way east, and we'll be covering it all weekend long. As it makes its way from the West Coast through the Rockies, it brings snow. As it gets into the midsection of the country, drenching rains to the south, heavy winds and blowing snow to the north. And as it makes its way into the northeast, we're measuring this in feet. It's going to be a powerful storm, and we'll cover it right through the weekend, all here on Today.
Road crews have been out in full force overnight. Traffic is building here. 465 and Michigan Road. What's ahead for your morning commute? I'll have it all sorted out when Sunrise continues.
Dozens of children, all diagnosed with cancer, all from one town.
We want answers, and we want honesty for our town.
When nobody would listen, 13 Investigates stepped in. Now, because of our story, the whole country is focused on Franklin. And now, families are finally being heard.
We're going to be at this with our federal partners each and every day.
Because the health of our kids is what matters most. That's why 13 Investigates.
For 12 hours only this Saturday, save 20% off every item in every department. Plus, get 48 months, no interest. Hurry, 12 hours only, 20% off everything. Plus, 48 months, no interest. Only at the Room Place.
The ball is dropped, and so have our prices at Andy Moore Buick GMC in Fishers. Shop hundreds of new Buicks and GMCs with New Year's savings like these.
Lease a new 2019 Encore for only $189 a month. Or your choice, lease a new 2019 Sierra or Acadia for only $199 a month.
So visit us today at Andy Moore Buick GMC, where more means more.
Only one of the country's biggest dealers, Andy Moore Buick GMC in Fishers.
Start off your year in a new Andy Moore Buick or GMC.
Does your builder or remodeler display the Q? The Q means your builder is committed to the industry standards set by the Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis. Learn more at baggy.com.
January at Ed Martin Toyota is deal time. Trade in, trade up, and drive home happy today from Indiana's largest Toyota store.
Our higher trade-in allowances mean lower payments for you.
Highlanders only $389 a month. Camrys just $229 a month. Shop over 600 new Toyotas right now.
And with this many to choose from, we have the one you want.
Trade up today at Indiana's largest Toyota store. Ed Martin Toyota, the only name you need to know. Over 4,000 online at edmartin.com.
Man, this XLNY is ginormous.
You know what they say, everything's bigger in New York.
That's Texas.
Let it go, Maddie.
Now for $9, get any XLNY. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
This week through Saturday, get your new Toyota at Butler Toyota at Butler employee pricing. New RAV4s up to $4,900 off, or just $269 a month, or new Camrys as low as $239 a month. And Butler has a great selection of 4Runners and Tacomas, even hard to find Highlanders, starting at just $369 a month. And you'll get the most for your trade-in from the best auto dealer in Indianapolis. Get Butler Toyota employee pricing today at ButlerToyota.com or at 96 in Keystone. Butler Toyota.
For 12 hours only this Saturday, save 20% off every item in every department. Plus, get 48 months, no interest. Hurry, 12 hours only, 20% off everything. Plus, 48 months, no interest. Only at the Room Place.
We all love a clean house, but if your current cleaner seems to be cutting corners, call MaidPro.
We have a quality assurance guarantee. If you're not pleased, we'll re-clean the next day, free.
Our MaidPro rates start as low as $74.
Call us now for your free estimate.
6:53, welcome back to Sunrise. This is a look at live Doppler 13 radar. Most of this is rain south of Indy. We also have some wet snow that's either melting on contact or freezing north of Indianapolis. Really be careful out there today. Winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock. Kelly Green will be on our WTHR Facebook Live page at 7:30 a.m. to answer your questions about this storm and the one coming up Saturday, which will have a big impact on our weather over the weekend. We'll have a snow total map for you on WTHR at noon and our social media platforms. 35 today. Mimi, how's traffic this morning?
Well, those INDOT road sensors are really starting to change on us. We're kind of teetering in some areas, as Chuck just mentioned, to the north. Travel on 65. Be careful. Get ready to slow down through the Lebanon area, up through Lafayette, also along I-74. As you come through Crawfordsville this morning, those bridges, those overpasses around State Road 75, I-74, bringing it back locally. Still in pretty good shape in the downtown inner loop. Always get concerned about this northwest corner of town. While it is moving okay right now, you just always got to be careful up around 465 and 865. So this is a live look from Marion County. Let's go into Hamilton County and out to Matt. Matt?
Mimi, good morning to you. I want to show you what we're actually seeing here in Hamilton County. We see the precipitation continue to fall, but check this out. It basically just forms this mud puddle that you see right here because it is melting on contact. So that is the good news. However, the bad news is the concern that as temperatures fall throughout the day, especially the overnight hours, this could turn into ice. But for your morning commute right now, that is not the case. In fact, road traffic moving smoothly here on I-69 and 116th Street in Fishers. But again, overpasses will be a bit of a concern. We do have a yellow travel advisory here in Hamilton County. Best word of advice is allow yourself some extra time just in case temperatures continue to deteriorate or those temperatures begin to fall as well. Of course, we're going to monitor conditions all morning long here on Eyewitness News. Let's head now inside into the man of the hour, Chuck Lofton, along with the other two stars, but enjoy it.
Well, how kind of you, Matt. What a difference in Hamilton County, too, Chuck. You mentioned that. Hey, we do want to remind you, now's the time to download our Live Doppler 13 app. Has current conditions, your forecast blog, and the latest video update that is free to download in the App Store.
All right, and I know you'll be watching this all morning just in case it deteriorates.
That's right. We're on live during the Today Show, and ask Kelly Green your questions 7:30 a.m. on our WTHR Facebook Live page. See ya.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Terry Lee Hyundai on Highway 37 in Noblesville.
Zero in on savings at Ed Martin Nissan. Trade in, trade up, and drive home happy today.
Our higher trade-in allowances mean lower payments for you.
Now there's zero reason